Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith in the Black Quant VTF here, T3 Live, and we're starting off a new month, all that kind of stuff. So, SPY, as we know, inside month. So, one of the interesting things about this, well, the bad and the good, is that we're also inside quarter. We're nowhere near taking this out, albeit we had this nice big move. So, the good part is that there's only so many ways price can reverse, and that would be a 2-1-2 back to the upside if we want to start gunning again. We have traveled pretty far to get here, so wouldn't surprise me to bounce around here a little bit. But this it is what it is. Inside month and trying to go back to the upside to start off the new month. The week, still no, we got our reversal down here and still 2 and up, 2-1-2. What's the next two? So the interesting thing about getting back into this stuff, the outside bar here, we're back into the old try. If we go to the daily here, just walking up here, so either pivot machine gun back through here or we just keep walking up. If we go to QQQ, here, you got an inside day for the Qs, so we'll see how that goes. And once again, the monthly and all that kind of stuff stuck in here. Still no reversal on the week, and starting off as an inside day. If we go to Apple, and Apple gives you this, the potential 2-2 monthly reversal here. Above 169 is going to be the key there. If you go to the weekly, you see this, got outside of all this. This is a revert to a 1. All three of these bars were inside of here, which was a 3, so it was a 3-1-2. Now you take that out. The question, you're going to be able to keep walking up here. Apple going to start off the new week as an inside day with the Qs. If we go to the small cappers, very similar. Everything looking futures related. Same type of deal here, and so we'll see how that goes. If we go to TLT stuck inside a monthly try, so the question is going to go 2-2 back down through the try, or can it come back up here? If you go to the weekly, you'll see this shooter, but still 2 up. So the question is, you pivot machine gun through them or keep walking up. We'll see. And our new buddy VXXB, VXXB takes care of business on the weekly shooter. Back into this 3 if they want to keep puking. And the daily has just been beautiful down in here, trying to get out, and still evaporating. And on the monthly, you got an inside month in VXXB. So to start off its life as the new leader. Dow Jones Diamonds, similar here, similar here. All right, weekly, and trying to get back in this old 3, which you are. And then daily, potential rev stratter to start the week, or we keep climbing on the wall of worry. Like I said, we got some more earnings and stuff coming this week. We'll see. McDonald's so far having the issues. So McDonald's does this to start off the month. The weekly shooter back down, trying to come back through here. And we can keep an eye on the monthly here to see if it wants to go 2-2 reversal back down, and that would be below 174.16, or trying to hold on to some sort of daily try in here as they triangle them out, and we'll see. DWDP, also starting off with a rough monther, but here you got this, the inside month potential shooter, and closer to the downside and a big outside week should things go awry. UNH still in this big old weekly try like so, and back in the middle of it, and we've been watching this one for quite a while because we have the outside inside month or 3-1 now. Daily not doing too much. You see this chopping around in here, would be rough strat to the upside, so we can watch that to the Dow and a bunch of other things, see a bunch of the health cares. So if you go to Cardinal Health, and Cardinal Health would be, see some of these things drying up here on the dailies, so you wouldn't be aware of that, but it would be inside month back to the upside. Weekly try looking like so here. They want to bring her back up, and you can watch that with the rest of the healthcare. Like I said, Centene, CNC, and CNC, big old daily try, and you can see all this kind of stuff, but if you go to the daily, you're going to see this. Here, try and walk that up, and that would also be 3-1-2 on the monther here if they want to bring that up into the tribe. Molina Health, MOH, coming back up on this. You got an outside week, like so. Here, triangle the out, 1-3, and the daily looking like this. Like so. Triangle the out, triangle the out. Now, can you come up into the greater try? We'll see what they got. That was a nice here. Hammer counters outsider. Boom. UHS. And UHS also in the big greater try, as you can see here, lower lows and come out towards the higher high. Also in the monthly, you've got this here, the 312, try and come back through all that stuff. So we can keep an eye on the healthcare. Trannies, and trannies 3-1 on the month. Like so, and just gradually, like a lot of things, just walking back. So we had the peak, and then the walk, still walking so far. If we go to American Airlines, and potential compound 3, the 3, 2, and potential compound 3 if we can get back to 3708. So we can keep an eye on that. So far, the lower series, right, like this. But if we can start gunning towards these things, they'll get my attention here. Watch that, obviously, with the rest of the airlines and the trannies. Alaska Air, and Alaska Air here, going to start as inside week 3-1. So the question is triangle the out, and start motoring back up through this. It'll roll back down and puke. We'll see Delta. And Delta one inside week to the upside. And what that does, that gives you the hammer month there to try and get back up into here. Triangle the out. And that hammer about 50.45. So we'll see what gives of that. Because even though we got that weekly here, you can see this 4 weeks are a compound 1 of this. All right. So if we can get break above the 49er, their 50.49er, that'd be a compound 1 break. Go to FedEx, Jeepers Creepers, trying to fight back on the weekly here, and you can see this daily, just doing the waka. But now you got your inside month. Here's your gapper, and then here's your inside month. Oops. Here's your inside month like so, to see if it can climb all that kind of thing. You got CSX Rail, also an inside month there, to see if it can come up there. You also have this, the inside week, see if you can triangle them out and start marching back up through here, or triangle these guys out. And Union Pack inside week, and last month actually went 2 to the upside, 3-2 to the upside, and we can watch that inside week because the daily, we know this big try like so here. Now I can redraw that to see if we can get out of this like that. Norfolk Southern, greater try, see if we can come through this stuff like so. Bigger broadening formation here, and on the monthly you've got those. You've got the 3-1-2 to try and come back up on them. Hertz, inside month, I believe. Yep, inside month in the Hertz, and inside week to start off here to see if you can come up, try and make higher highs off of this stuff. Otherwise, you got this and roll back down. But you can see if it starts coming up here, you can watch CAR if that thing starts going. CHRW and the truckers, RevStrat week potential to break the inside month. Here, the 3-1-2. You can watch that with the other truckers, obviously. XLU. And XLU, outside inside month, 3-1. And not too exciting there, but you do have an inside day to start off the week. See if they want to continue this thing back up into there. Triangle they out. Your greater try is so. Dominion. And the weekly did this, the delayed here, but you can see this obvious broadening formation here. So the question here is, can Dominion be strong enough to do this? Go 2-2 up over 72.90. You can watch that with the Utes, obviously. NEE goes inside month. Goes outside inside month. And trying to thwart the weekly. The hammer, the shooter, the hammer. So see if the hammer takes over, and that'd be 179.29. If we can get that going, starts off as an inside day. SRE, that worked last week with the inside week to the upside, and still watching your greater daily try. It's also outside inside month, 3-1-2 coming. There's your greater try we've been watching for a while. VNQ REITs, and what a nice move we had out of them guys. Bam, that weekly was great. Boom, comes up into that stuff. So it's had a nice run, so we'll see. You've got stuff that's still lagging a little bit here, VNO, and the weekly and stuff like that. You can see the monthly. Still inside monther, 3-1 to try and come back out of here. DLR, been watching this daily try for a while. Came down here, triangle not too strong to come into here. Now inside day Momo hammer, monthly hammer if they want to get out of there with DLR. 3-2 hammer. Go to XME. XME last month went 2-2 and an inside day here. It's a little more interesting now that we got gold on the move. Gold comes up here with the 2-2 daily. No reversal on the week though. Here, so it can. Here's that greater try. It's marching up. Good chance of an inside week, but we'll see. The monthly starting off. When we got the monthly try down in here, was inside month, then inside month. So some more potentially there. If we got a GDX weekly, came up out of here, and you can see the greater try. So they're really starting to try and come up here. RGLD. The weekly tags the old try, comes back up. Here's the greater try though, and now in the monthly gives you this. Here's the Momo hammer. If they want to keep bringing that thing up, we'll see. And GG still coming out of the ashes on the monthly. See if there's any hope for all that stuff. If we go to financials, FAS inside month, XLF inside month, KRE. You get the idea. In KIE here is going inside month to the upside, and I'll get to that in a second. So a little creepy crawly here. If you go to JP Morgan, it is inside month, but JP Morgan, you can just see these tight ranges on the daily here like this. This kind of stuff needs to end, right? That's a nightmare. So we'll see. That's why, like, when we talk about time frame continuity, we don't talk about necessarily the whether the color is green or not, is how much continuity do you have. Because once things are on the move, we know what to do. You don't have to be the first one in there and get chopped up in here. So Citicorp, the same, real tight in here. So we'll see. Wells Fargo, a little bit better. You got an inside day here if they want to try and back up through that. Another inside month. Bank of Mercer. Inside day triangles them out down into here, and so the question is, they start coming in, just see this gap after fulfilling the triangle prophecy here. If we go to Goldman Sachs would be doing nothing, and potential ref strat weaker if they do start to bring this stuff in, but we'll see. Capital One inside weak to start off, does this. Gap down, and we'll see if they forgive it and try and go back up. Also inside monther like the rest of the world. DFS going inside month to the upside. And this has been a creeper, but in the right direction. As you can see, when inside day and up, so you can see if they can come up on this old try here, which would look like this. Like that. Now I'm trying to get back up and through there. VSER, it did it. So here's the VSER daily. It did this minor. So this is why when you see this chop shop, right, we look for the reversals, the slight higher high, the slight lower low, because we know the triangle is going to grow. And here's the greater size try. So the question is this going to be the continuation to get it up into there? You can have inside month help if you right here. So we'll see on the VSER. E-Trade. E-Trade inside month like the rest of the world. However, potential weekly ref stratter back up, and you can watch that with the rest of the brokerages. BlackRock. And BlackRock, 2-week inside pattern. So we'll see if you can get out of that, because this also has the inside month. Here, 3-1. And daily try looking like this. Let me get rid of this. There you go. There's your daily broad information. AIG. And AIG. Rev strat weaker if it wants to try and climb back up into this stuff after trying to go out down into here. See if we can take out these highs. Allstate. Allstate climbing the wall of worry here too. Just the creeper, creeper, creeper. See if we can accelerate on this stuff here with the inside month break. Chubb inside monther. Inside weaker, still lower highs to see if you can triangle this stuff out and start coming back through. HIG, inside weak. See if the continuation goes. You remember last month, that was Rev Stratter month. Pru month gets back into the old try. So the question is upper level try, inside month they're trying to come back up, and an inside week to start off. Like so, to see if you can get back into the try with MetLife doing the same. Here's your old try, one of them that you're trying to get back into. Like so. And then you can see here the higher high, the lower low, the higher high, the lower low. Now the inside week to try and take that and hopefully up into there. Travelers in the Dow, and with a bunch of insurers back into the old try she goes. And you can see the gradual waka 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 coming in the old try, and then once again you're going to get the inside month to the upside. If we go to crude, shrink her down. So here we go, and UCO monthly. I think I took it out, didn't it? Nope. Inside month going to the upside. Crude, let's go back the other way. 3-2 down, now inside 2-1-2. Give me crude. And you got an outside weaker here. 3 to start off the month. Back in through the daily try here. Like so. Here's that old daily try. Try them out. Now marching up. Triangle them out down into here. And so let's see if we can get crude going. XLE. And XLE, once again, inside monther, triangle them out. Higher level try so far than that. So we'll see how that goes. XOP, similar, but inside monther right here. Triangle them out. Lower level, but now coming back through here. XOIH. And OIH in the basement. Destroyed and now trying to come back up. Right now, a little quiet on the daily here, but we'll see what comes of that. You've got Exxon Mobil. Back into the try she goes, and Exxon starts off the month. Triangle out. Inside month now starting to work its way back, and a big outside weaker here. So they triangled them out, but good here. Boom, 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 boom. Now, can we come all the way through all this stuff? You got an outside weaker for the Exxon. Chever coming back. Triangle the out down into here. Daily series. Boom, 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 boom. Coming back through inside month and upper. Like so. So we'll see. It's 3-1-2 to the upside for Chevron. APA. Inside month in the base month. So if you go to the weekly, you're going to see this stuff like here, and that's going to look like this on your weekly here. All right, you can redraw. Boom, 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 boom. Now trying to march back through the try. Once again, some of these dailies are a little tight, so we really want to start moving. Then otherwise it's a little difficult to trade. But for position stuff, APC, and here you can see the sub try down in here on the daily. And a Darko. Triangle them out. Triangle them out. And an inside monther. Here. Higher level try right there to try and take them out. We'll see how that goes. If we go to CLR. CLR, also inside monther. And drying up a bit here. So you've got all this tight weekly stuff, and you look at the daily. So don't really have to jump on this thing. These triangles are tight. This outside day is the tighter try, and you can see slight lower low, slight higher high there. So it's pretty tight. So it's just a matter of when they all start moving. So you don't have to be the first one in on that one. Carrizo triangles them out. Now coming back up. And here, triangle them out. Boom. Boom. You can see how clean this was too. 2-2 reversal month, shooter down. 2-2 inside month to the upside. 2-1-2 shooter down. 2-1-2 continuation. 2 2, now 1 to see if we can get bottom to try and get her back going. If we go to Concho, triangle it out, inside monther, and you got your inside weeks here, inside week, to see if this is a little corrective activity, the 2-2 and the 2-1. See if you can come back up through this stuff. We'll see on the daily. Like I said, a lot of these dailies are a little tight, but you can see it, how slight higher high. And a little low. There's your daily try for Concho. If you go to Fang Energy, Fang, inside day, a little tight, obviously, but once again, bunch of inside monthers, higher level try up into that. And so the question is, can you get these weeklies to start going? Here's your 1, 2, 2. If you can come back through here, you can use pivot machine gun. Boom, 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 if this thing starts moving. Go to Oxy. Oxy, take the hammer up, just like things. Here's your 2-2 reversal, 2, 2, 2. Attempt a 2-2 reversal, triangle they out, and then back up. So they're try looking like that. But you got your monthly here. And we'll see if we can climb up with the rest of the gang. Slob, inside monther in Z basement. And daily, drying up a tad, but holding this gap so far inside day. And the weekly here, I don't think it's inside. I think it ticked above it. Nope, that is inside week. So we'll see if you can start climbing back into the wall of worry with Halliburton. And Halliburton stuck down in here. But tried to hit it. Let's take a shot at some upside. How about that? Inside month after triangle, all this out. All right? Took them all out. They're gone. Which is funny because people will say, that's support. My pivot is support. Well, then how come it broke it and then we'll come back? Well, we'll see. Poor folk. All right. Baker Hughes went month and up 2. And so what's the next 2? And now you've got an outside week here. 1-3. Just get out of there for an attempt at triangle expando. Or another inside week. We'll see. OII. 3-1 on the weaker. You can see this daily. Just gotta be careful on this. I'm real tight stuff for right now, but we can keep an eye on the inside week if they get the gangs start to go. SLCA really getting whopped. And now inside week tight, all right. But you got the combo of the triangle layout. Everybody's gone, and now inside month to see if they can bring this back up. HFC in the refiner. And inside month and back into the old try she goes. But we can watch this with obviously with the refiners and the other refiners and see you got that shooter back through to see if they want to bring this stuff back through there. And on the weekly, you got an outside weak triangle. So we'll see on either side of that, and you can watch the rest of the refiners with that. Good XRT retail. XRT retail goes inside on the week here, and like as we know, that's fragmented. It's usually case by case basis, but it is what it is. Inside week, inside month. After a higher level try, couldn't take that out so far. The Walmart inside month starts in here. Had a rough start to the month here with the shooter down. So you're back stuck in the middle of this stuff. So not seeing too much in the Walmart right now. Costco. And Costco stuck in here, inside monther, like so, and then backs off. So nowhere near taking that out. We'll see if they want to, on the daily, try to get back into the old try, knocking on the door, lower highs. So if they start to hit them, you can look for this shooter if they want to bring her back in. Target, slight higher high. Monthly. Went 2-2 monthly, but now trying to retreat. So we'll see what they can muscle out of that. Casey's General Store. Casey's 3-1 monther. And we've known about this one for a while. Nice try. Bam, bam, bam. Now, upper level try. Bam, bam. Outside, outside. Right? It's a little nutty in here, but we'll see what they want to do with it. If we go to the daily inside day, if they want to bring this try all the way back through this stuff or higher level try, but we'll see. If we go to Dick's. We know not but the big old try forever. Boom, 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 boom. Take them all out. Now, what is this? How do we get out of here? Right? You got an inside month, and you can see the slight higher highs and the slight lower lows, which on the weekly is going to give you this. Here's your try. So far, lower level here. But we'll see. Starting to walk up there, and you got an inside month. Fergie, F-R-G-I, monthly here is going month and downer to try and corpse into the new lows. So we'll see if that continues. So far, Fergie on the gimpy list. Gap stores, inside month are right near these recent lows. So it wouldn't take much to take this out if things go awry. And an inside week, a little tight on that stuff, but we'll see. Macy's rev strat to the downside if they want to take that. Wasn't an inside month either here. It was a 2 month to the downside. So we'll see if they hit that. PLCE. And PLCE not having too much fun to start off here either. Goes up, triangles them out. See the slight lower low and the slight higher high. I'll just draw it for you so you can see it. Like so, and now shooter to see if they want to rip her right back through all that stuff. Go to IBB, outside weaker, getting interesting. Here's the greater try and triangle all these guys out, now coming back through. And as I said last month, it was one of the closer inside months that didn't quite make it. All right, so now you're inside month, but you're right there to try and take this stuff out. Greater daily here, all right. And the greater daily coming up here, triangle them out slightly and through here. That's your outside week. The minor, try like that. See if they can bring it up. If you go Labu, and Labu, always a fave. It's Labu. Get that inside monther here and try and take, after taking a bunch of this stuff out. And XLV also inside monther and an outside weaker here to try and march back up into this stuff. Go to GILD, outside week, monthly, inside month. See if they can take this out and finally make some of this thing. And the weekly try going to look like this. Boom, 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 boom. Then an outsider to try and come up on this. Go to BIIB, go to hammer counter shooter on the week. And so you can see triangle the out. Triangle they out, and now hammer counter shooter if they want to bring it up. On the monthly, here, you got your slight lower low, but then the slight higher high, and that's going to be your big daily try like so. Here, so we'll see how that hammer counter shooter plays out. Regeneron did its job again last month. Did the compound one of this and got out of there. Now you just got slight higher highs, so you got risk on that, but you can see it's been higher, and we've got our lower lows, so we'll see. Going out towards the highs of the week. So, of course, it's going to look good. It's just a matter of continuation. Amgen. And Amgen going to be stuck in here. It's a big day to get out of. So, that's a problem. Most likely going inside week. So, be careful on that. AGIO. Much like the FANG in the energy, you can see this. 2 up, 2 down, 2 down. What's the next 2? And you're closer to that. See if you can go pivot machine gun on here and take these highs out, which would give you the inside month to the upside break. ALNY on the monthly did go up. All right, so potentially try on that. But if you go to the weekly here, you do go 1-3 hammer. So if you can see if you can get through that 85.16 and come after this stuff, and you'll see your tighter try like so. Higher highs, lower lows. ARNA. Monthly. One of the things that we like to see is used to be somebody if anything goes right here. So here's an old 3, which is a broadening formation. Took it out. Back into the 3 she goes. 2, 2. So seeing if the next 2 can take that kind of stuff out. And you've been walking this daily broadening formation here. Now trying to get out of here with Momo Hammer. So we'll see if that ARNA can get going. BMRN. Also inside monther. Been in a tight range would be an issue, but you do have this. You got your outside weaker to try and go 3-2. You see the slight higher highs up in here and trying them down like that to see if you can get out of there. Clovis. Clovis, been all in one of the monumental triangles. Boom, 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 boom. Take them all out. Couldn't make it. Then boom, and higher than that. Now inside month two, still compound one of this because you're still inside of that. So these two reverted, and now it's inside revert one to the upside, doing a little bit of creeping here. But like I said, used to be somebody, and we'll see if you can get out of this, try and cure something, and start working on this stuff. ESPR, inside day, Momo Hammer, and on the monthly that would give you this here, inside month hammer to the upside. Been chopping in here a while, and you can see the higher high and the lower low off of that try. GBT, inside month, close to taking out the upside, and RevStrat weaker here. Try and come through this stuff, and so keep drawing them so you can keep seeing them. Higher highs, lower lows. Here's your greater try there. HRTX, a little tight and thin in here, but you do have nice tight inside month to see if you can get out of that. IONS, inside month. And it hasn't been doing much, but you got this tight daily try like here to try and get out of using the weekly Momo Hammer 3-2. So hopes to get out of that, and then we can test that. MYGN going the other way. Yeah, look out. Momo Shooter weekly. Inside month, Momo Shooter, and here's the great triangle. I've been watching this for years, man. Now, what's the results? And here's one of the things you want to do is, instead of always short and straight into lows, let them pop them up, triangle them out, right? 2 up, 2 down, bam. And it comes right back through that stuff, kind of like here. 2 up. Okay. Mylan. Inside day. And trying to triangle them out down into here and go inside month to the back to the upside. Boom, 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 boom. PTCT was an outside month, so could go inside month, but if you go to the weekly, you'll see the triangle out. Like so. So you could go 2-2 and potentially compound 3 on the week. In the daily, to the tick, hits there. Now, what's this? It's lower level try and come repuking or start ripping through here. So we'll look for anything continuation through there for sure. Repligen. And Repligen does this. Monthly, inside month. Hammer weaker. So we'll see if we can get up through that kind of thing. Sarepta goes outside weak, back into the try. She goes after triangling them out. You can redraw like so. And I know that'll look a little steep in here. It doesn't mean it's going all the way up to there. What it means is we'll redraw if you can retake this, right? Because on the monthly you got this here. You can see this is all a compound one of this. Still hasn't gotten out of here. And that's why we could expect it to go back and forth. Triangle layout, sub-try, 2-2 month or back up. What's the next two? Daily, Momo Hammer, triangles this stuff out. Boom, 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 boom. Now we're gunning after this stuff, the bigger tries. If we go to tech, XLK, inside monther, triangle layout, bigger broadening formation like so. Like a lot of the gang, weekly, 2, 1, Momo Hammer, 2, 2, 2, 2, still walking back up into this 3 like most things, and you can see the drifting rally trying to come up into this stuff. You got a SMH, There's your daily broadening formation, almost 2 there, right to par is what you're looking for, or more if you get the monthly. Inside month to the upside, 312. We got Goog earnings coming out, so we'll get to that right away. Goog earnings. So let the earnings come out, but in front of the earnings, 3-1 outside inside monther, and you can see the slight lower low, slight higher high, broadening formation there. So on the daily, comes up and tags slightly higher here, so we'll let her open and see if they want to do the repuke or the reblaced off the monthly, but let's let it open because you got here, you can see last week the slight lower low here and giving you the outside week. So, Goog looking to go 3-2 in one direction or the other. We'll see. If you go to Facebook, gapper upper, back into the greater try she goes. And so here we knew about this last month. The 2-2 reversal month was already in force. And then weekly. So now you're just going to have to disseminate this gap a bit. Inside day, just so disseminating the gap. Amazon back into the try she goes, and so here we knew about this, the slight higher high. We can redraw it. So here's the daily try that we've been watching here. Tight, tight, tight. So even though it looks like it's getting killed, it's still stuck in here. So it wasn't able to take some of these lower highs out. You still have these lower lows. So the question is, how does it handle this? Right now it's Momo Shooter. So if it gets down through here, right, most people will be like, it's breaking support. But if it gets back through, that's what some would want to know about. On the inside month, it's going to have a tough time not being inside month, at least, for now. But for right now, eagle eye on this try right here. Go to Netflix. And Netflix was another beaut from last month. Once again, on the weekly, it was very clean. The 2-2 weekly reversal, 2 down, back up, bam, which triggered the monthly. 2 down, 2 up. We knew about that. Now just getting a little stuck in here. So a little tight here. Tried to go hammer counter shooter, but now you're stuck in here. So a little consolidation for Netflix. Not too much. And NVIDIA went for the repuke, but tries to come back. That's a 2 down, but now you're closer to 2-2 reversal to the upside if they want to forgive it. Once again, inside month, and how are you going to get out of here? That's not going to be easy, just so you know. So sub-triangle, yeah, it couldn't go to new lows. So you got this, but be aware of these things that are going to have a tough time not being inside month, albeit, there's plenty of movement in there to get a hold of. Adobe, you can see the greater daily try. Boom, 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 and now marching through here. Triangles them out, so the question is sub-try, because this is lower than that, right? So here's your tighter try like that, which gave you the outside weak, like so. So what's the next 2 on that? To go 3-2 and try and come back up on that stuff. We'll see. If we go to Akamai, an old Crapamai is inside week. So the question here, can you go potential 2-2 monther back up to use that over 65.95 for the potential compound 3. ANET handily inside month, but you got EREV strat weaker here. Inside week countered with hammer to see if you can come back up through that stuff. And you can see back into the old daily try she goes. Here, boom, boom, boom. Expando comes up, retest. 2-2 off the hammer. So we'll see if the rev strat can kick in. CRM, triangles them out, goes back up, which gives you outside weak. Like that. 1-3 to see if you can go 3-2 and take a shot at the old highs. eBay, inside weaker, holding the gap. So still disseminating the gap, but so far it's done it. So we'll see if we can come back up on this stuff. EXPE, I believe they have earnings this week, so we'll be aware of that. But triangles them out and trying to come back through this stuff on the weekly. So if you look at the monthly here, still higher than that. The 2 down, going for the 2-2 potential compound 3 of all this pivot machine gun stuff in here. If you go to the daily, here's the greater try. So the question is, whether these earnings are going to start gunning this thing or repuke back through that stuff. FUIE, FUYE inside day. Not too exciting, but the hackers have been moving up, so you got your inside month. MLNX. MLNX, RevStrat month to the upside above 94.40. You're there. Still disseminating a gap to a certain extent as it gaps and holds to see if it can come back up after this stuff. MU. And MU, inside monther. Here, after trying to go these guys out, to try and come back up inside month. 212 reversal. If you look at the weekly, you're going to see this. Still lower highs. But we'll see if it starts going through here because you got your lower low. Here's your greater try stuff. But to come through all that stuff and use that inside month par. OLED. And OLED, right, and that stuff. So what that does, it gives you the outside month here for the potential 3-2. Back up into the old 3 here above 104.80. Qualcomm. Puke, and we knew about that too. Qualcomm was having all sorts of trouble, and so now the weekly, you got a little bit more for the greater try here, the lower lows and the higher highs. So the greater try to see if they want to keep wiping this thing or try and bring her back off the outside inside day. SQ. SQ took out last month's highs here, so how are you not going to be inside month? You're closer to doing the upside, but you're also an inside weaker here after taking some of this stuff out. And so here you're going to see the sub try here. And the reason that is like so, right, because it's lower than that, so higher high, lower lows, higher high, now inside. How do you get out of that? STX, slight lower low, triangle them out. Inside weak, try and come back up through this stuff with the Western Digi. The same, triangle them out. Inside weak to try and come back through this stuff. We'll see. SWKS. And SWKS got walloped with the Apple. But now 2 down with the potential compound 3 to take this out and be outside of that. And tighter daily try to try and come back up on this stuff. Maybe give it a little bit. See if we can get through all there and go gap hunting. TTD. TTD, here's your big daily try. Boom, 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 boom. And for newer folks, if you're wondering why we go off something like this, most people are looking at absolute highs and pivots and whatnot. You need to understand that statistical data is being presented to you the way it wants to present it to you. So on a separate time frame, which would mean that a chart would look different if a daily chart updated at noon, or a weekly chart would look different if it updated on Wednesday instead of Monday. So when we have a high like this, right, we just go back to the highest lower high, and that's going to be this, right? Then because we know that range expansions on both sides exist. And so if you had all these bars from here to here is one time frame, it's an outside bar of all this. You see that? Okay, now from here to here, we're looking to do it again. Take that out. Go TTD. If we go to Texas Instruments, once again, we've got a higher high, boom, boom, lower low. Now trying to come back up through here, and you got an inside weak here. Well, let's see, Western Digital, you just got a few more. ADS, and ADS coming back up out of the ashes, and a little creepy on the daily. You can see this. But we like those things that used to be a lot higher, and you triangle them out, and then you go inside months trying to go the upside. AVLR. AVLR sets up the RevStrat week here. Berkey B. Berkey B took the Apple beating, but here, inside month to the upside, if they want to forgive it for all the other good things it does. Comcast inside month a little tight, but you do have this try like so. Here, boom, 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 to try and come and take that out or get back into the greater, bigger one. So you can see there's a whole series of them, and you're always going to see that higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low. Now coming through the greater try, and then up in here, the upper level try. Higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low, higher high, then all the way through. Then you've got this to see if this is continuation to try and bring her all the way back. Cummins engine. Cummins engine, here's your greater daily try, and that gives you the outside inside month, and you can see the higher highs and the lower lows. And now potential scenario rev strat weaker. Inside weak, compound one, so if it takes that out, because they're both in here, but if it comes through here, then you got your rev strat to go pivot machine gun on these guys and start gunning towards that. CNX, God help us. The 1-3 rev strat weaker, puker into the lows and going after an inside month to the downside. You're just going into some lower lows, so be aware of that. Crocs. What a Crocs. So Crocs weekly looks like this here. Higher highs, lower lows, higher highs, and now gunning back through, and your daily is going to look like this. So you can look for some continuation patterns if this thing starts cratering through here. CSIQ. So CSIQ had a nice run, then pull back. We'll see if that's a pullback to go back up, or take this shooter back into the 3 with FSLR. Shooter back into a tighter 3 try. Letter H in the hotels. Pops up, inside weak to the upside. You can see slight higher highs, slight lower lows, try on that. And that daily's going to look like this here. Trying to come back up through this stuff. Also inside month help, like so. 3, 1, 2. With Marriott, inside month are there, trying to come back up. And think about Marriott 2. Walking the triangles lower. Now to see if they can use that month to come try and get through any of this kind of stuff. IPGP. And IPGP gotten shellacked. In your daily try like this, you can see this outside bar and the higher highs and then the lower lows of that, which gives you this on the daily. Here, bam, 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 bam. Right now you're starting to march through there. And you got an inside month for help. Inside month to the 312. ISRG. Okay, ISRG doing this. We've known about this big daily try for a while. Boom, 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 boom. Then violates it now. You can see this lower low, higher high. Now trying to get back through this to see if we can come up through there. What you do have to help with that would be the rev strat weak or inside weak counter hammer. Try and come back through all these guys after the triangle of the ads. Big Mo. Mo gets the 2-2 weaker reversal, and so if there's any hope for XLP, you can see in the daily, triangle the out, then come back up here, trying to come through there, and you would have the 2-2 hammer reversal month. You can watch that with XLP and the rest of them. Polaris, PII. Polaris, inside month, but you got your rev strat weaker here. See if we can come back up through this stuff. Pod. PODD, pod, does this. The slight lower low hammer month. Now 2-2 reversal back up into here. We'll see how much more power that's got. Aerospace defense, you got Raytheon here, inside month. And so if peace breaks out, you do have shooter here. They want to try and go back through this stuff because Northrop Grumman does the same shooter and General Dynamics here outside 3, so we'll see what comes out of those guys. Zebra Technology, and Zebra would also be rev strat weaker to try and go into the all-time highs after the slight lower lows, and you can see the slight higher highs. There's your try, which gives you this. Not quite an outside month, 2 down, inside month to try and go back to the upside. And Tesla, how you look at this. Tough positioning, all right, on either side. So what you do have on the monthly would be potential the 3-2 down to come touch here, or you got a big range to not be inside month here and still inside year. If you go to the weekly, there's the outside bar countered with hammer, and you got through that to try and get back into this mess. And so what that does, whenever you see an outside bar, all you got to do, go to the shorter term time frame, draw it like I told you, 1, boom, 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 and back into this try. So for right now, on the daily basis, we're just watching that, and you can see how this does it all the time. Higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low, boom, try, like that. Then it does it again. So a lot of inside months to keep an eye on, and we'll be keeping on some earnings. A lot of times when we have something that although we can go inside month and have mother bars, maybe we get a little bit more sector rotation as opposed to futures stuff. And oftentimes that makes it a lot easier during the day because we can see the relative strength and weakness as opposed to creeping up with the futures. But that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob City in the Black Monday GTF T2 Live with the weekend vid.